This is the adaptation of Sherry Fink's book. So I wanted to know what fascinated you the most about her approach to what happened in New Orleans.
I think that, Sherry Fink's book is incredible. She spent 6 years researching this story and interviewing people, and I think it's revelatory. I think people just don't know this story, and that's what's great about it. People might know that Hurricane Katrina was a big natural disaster, but they don't know what happened in this hospital. They don't, and the kinds of decisions that these characters had to make, the circumstances that they were toiling under, the conditions in this hospital, all those things are just so dramatic and powerful. It just screamed out to be adapted into a series.
Yeah, and even though this is a really powerful story, the project has been around for a really long time with people like Scott Rudin and Ryan Murphy close to it. But you are the one that finally has adapted the book, and you decided to contact John Ridley, who's an amazing writer and director. So why did you choose him as the ideal collaborator to work on this project?
I like working in collaboration. That sort of is my mode as a writer and a showrunner. And he was literally at the top of my list. I was a huge fan of American Crime, and I think for this particular story, I just couldn't imagine. We both had deals at Disney, which was convenient and made it very possible for us to work on this together. And he was just, he was like the perfect person I could think of, and he said yes. And so I was incredibly grateful for that. He's so talented and empathetic and rigorous as a filmmaker, and all those things just felt like exactly what the story needed.
And by showing what happened inside the hospital and the aftermath of the actions and of the disaster, do you expect the audience to express different judgments on the characters?
I hope so. That was our intention in not taking a position and not not telling the audience, well, we think this person is right, this person is wrong. We wanted to really put that decision in the hands of the audience. And I hope there's a vigorous debate about the moral and ethical decisions that these characters made. And I do think people will come out in different places about it.
Yeah, my last question. There have been some projects that have talked about what happened in New Orleans, like Trem, that was mainly about what happened after, or a film like Ours, but I think this might be the highest profile project talking about this. So what do you think that so few shows on movies have told this story?
Well, obviously, given that Scott Rudin and Ryan Murphy are huge producers and couldn't get it made, you realize how hard it is to get one of these stories made. So I am incredibly grateful that the folks at Apple gave John Ridley and I a green light and the opportunity to tell this story. I think, filmmakers want to tell difficult stories, but it's always hard to get, studios or broadcast entities to say yes, I feel really fortunate that we were able to do that and able to really, it feels like an important story, particularly at this moment in time, to bring to an audience. And I'm glad we got the chance to do that, and very grateful for Apple to giving us that chance.
Thank you so much, Mr. Cuse. Have a really nice day, and congrats for the show.
Thank you so much.